goes.
Are you all right?
Oh, man.
What happened?
I don't know. You know, we talked about tinnitus and ear ringing and all of
Yes.
that. Like claps close to my left ear.
Oh.
Make it go, whee.
I am sorry.
No, it's fine.
You didn't see the clap, but because, well, I hope you don't have it, because I'll edit that out. I'll edit out the clap.
Yeah.
But, yeah, wow. Well, it's the Krisha and Frank show. And
I feel like I'm communicating with another
you
another
are.
being
You're talking
right
to the dolphins right now. But we do thank you for watching us on YouTube and for listening on all the different podcast apps and for subscribing so you don't miss any of the episodes.
Yes.
In fact, there was an episode a few weeks back. I believe the title of it was Pounding Discomfort. Mm-hmm. Because I've updated and got all of these episodes now archived on our website, krishaandfrank.com.
Because we have one of those too.
So you click on the podcast link and it's got all of them, just every single one of them. All, what's today, number 85?
85.
Oh my.
I know.
Well, in that episode of Pounding Discomfort, I had tried these new eardrops.
Is that when you eardropped my ears?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't really believe in it, but I had a point just a few days ago where my ears were just to the point where I couldn't take it, and I put the eardrops in, and, but I figured it out. They take a day to work. Oh. So the next day, I felt better. So now I've been taking those Arnica eardrops, and I'm not really endorsing them, but if you want, I'll put the link where you can buy them on Amazon.com.
They just draiined out of my ear and made an oily mess.
Yes, it was. So today this morning I had Jerry put them in me.
Oh, that's nice.
And I can still hear them, but she had direct bullseyes with the drops. So anyway, that's something else.
That's on the website. Also, we have merch
Yay,
with our brand new logo from Feral Giant. We have now merched it up, so we would love for you to go grab some merch. Send us a picture.
Yeah, I mean, those of you who have just sent us cash in the past, you can still do that.
Absolutely, please do if you want to.
PayPal us at krishaandfrank@gmail.com, because that's how we've purchased the logo, how we purchased the camera, all the things. But you now can buy merchandise that says Krisha and Frank on it, like Father Bill McKenzie.
Father Bill McKenzie
Put on Facebook, "You guys got me. I had to order the hoodie."
Yeah. Oh, the hoodie's what I want.
I know. And
Our
then,
hoodie is awesome.
So my friend Bean in England said, "Well, I guess Father Bill's better than me because Bean only ordered a T-shirt." So we've already. But I'm teasing him. I said, "Father Bill's colder than you."
Did Father Bill order the 2 logo or the 1 logo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there's probably a way for me to go into the back door of teespring.com and check, but I don't know. That's a good question, because we've designed 2 lines of merchandise.
Right, because we have the pocket line. If you like things a little smaller.
Like the logo here.
The logo here, and on the sweatshirt, it's on the back. And the long sleeve shirt, it's on the back. But on the T-shirts, it's just a little logo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or you can get the big logo on the front, whichever floats your boat.
I'm hoping for some underpants. You know how Ellen
you mean
sells...
like logoed underpants?
Yes.
Or do you just need, because I don't know that I have any that you could borrow.
No, somebody promised me recently that they were going to buy me underpants. I'm still waiting.
It was not me.
No, it was not
anyone
you.
I know.
No.
All right. So.
Well, you might know.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the point is, though, that if you buy one of these items, there's a slight markup, of course, which goes to Krisha and Frank. So that way, in effect, you're buying her underpants because she gets to keep half the profit of these items.
Right. Well, and it'll be cool because, actually somebody was asking me about what we're doing. And I was like, right now.
Yeah, what are we doing?
God only knows. We're just wishing and hoping and going with blind faith. That's what you do, right?
So somebody asked you what we're doing?
Asked me someone close to me asked me how we're running the business.
Oh.
They were asking me about the business side of things. And I was talking about that you have to invest in yourself to be able to pay yourself.
That's right.
And unless you invest in yourself and you invest in your product, then you can't eventually pay yourself.
That's true, because we have not bought ourselves anything except for that chicken lunch the other day.
We did buy some chicken.
We have not. That's really the only thing we've spent on
ourselves. We spent
$9
on chicken. That's it.
$8.40.
All right. Well, I rounded up.
Okay. I had to put it in the spreadsheet.
Yes.
But the camera and the stuff we paid. That's what we've invested in. The logo, the important things.
The buying the website, and all the things. But that's in hopes of paying ourselves.
down the road.
Someday.
So
I mean,
if
right
you,
now.
If you buy the stuff. Another thing we made is we made that deal with Audible. They're fine folks.
Yeah.
You can go listen to our show on Audible Pod, or if you sign up for the free 30-day trial and take your free download during that time period, go to audibletrial.com/Krisha and Frank.
You can get the 7 habits of effectively living with Frank.
Yeah. I got that book upstairs on the bedstand.
Do you?
I started to look at it. I need to get more deeply involved.
Yeah.
Megan sent it to Jerry and me. Yeah. She addressed it to Jerry and said, I hope you and Dad read this as soon as possible.
Scoot.
We were thinking a lot about Megan, though, because we were cleaning out the junk drawer. And one of the things that we found in the junk drawer was we had to straighten up. Because we had some visitors coming to do some behind-the-scenes footage of us.
A little bit of photo shooting. And
podcasting and B-roll.
It was kind of stressful because I want to make sure I look okay.
You always look fine. Well, not now.
I smelled like that every time.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they wanted to get some B-roll, so we cleaned off that. See that area over there?
Oh, the island.
The island. We cleaned off the island.
Islands in the stream. That is what you cleaned. No more clutter there. It is gone somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
You cleaned out a drawer.
So the junk drawer had stuff in it from when we as long as we've lived here. We found a ticket stub for the Black Bear Jamboree.
Wow.
From 2003, 4, I don't know. And anyway, so among the things we found is so when Megan was in high school, she must have made these little paper dolls.
Let me see. Oh, it looks just like you. It looks just like you.
Here, see if you can get a shot of those. All
right, let's see what I can do. How am I doing?
That's me. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh,
let's see if you can get the rest of the fam.
They went bendy.
Yeah, and there's Jerry and Frank. So we're having this discussion, and Jerry is looking at it, and we're trying to figure out about when Megan drew
Frank
this.
Jr. is wearing an Aeropostale shirt.
It says Aeropostale 1987, so Jerry's thinking that Megan must have drawn it in 1987. I start to say, no, he was born in 1990.
Yeah.
So
and that was really popular, I would say 97, 98, 99 is going to be my guess.
Right, so he probably still had this, but we're guessing that she drew this in 2002 or 2003.
And Megan is wearing a cropped sweater and a choker that's a cross choker. So that is very late 90s, early 2000s, and I love that.
So that's what we're assuming. So I guess she could have drawn it when we lived in Burbank. It's possible.
I love Jerry's hair. It's so good. But I love that Megan's like... Everybody else is just smiling, and she's like,
yeah. So that's one of the things that was in the junk drawer, and another, and she was gonna, and we didn't throw this out. Obviously, we saved the family.
Right.
Another thing that Jerry thought was just went in the garbage, and I pulled this out of the trash.
All right. Because it's your trash. It's not like...
Well, I got it right off the top. It barely had floated on there. I said, nope, I'd like that, please. These are just gift tags for Christmas. And Jerry's like, just get rid of them.
Christmas gift tags.
We don't need them. I said, no, I want you to write on every single one of them.
To Frank from Jerry?
No.
Or to Jerry from Frank?
You got it.
To Jerry from Frank.
I want her to please, and now, in January... write to Jerry from Frank on all of these gift tags, and I will save them and use them as a surprise, because I loved so much surprising her at Christmas when she gets the one present where it says in her handwriting to Jerry from Frank, and she can't remember wrapping it.
But she'll remember that it came from that sticky thing now.
Not if I save it for 5 years.
You will do that.
I will play the long game.
Yeah, you will.
And
you definitely will. You definitely will. No, but
I said the other things we got out of the drawer too.
When I came over today, you had like bags of money.
Well, let's get to that, because I used to work in a bank, and I've got theories about these coins, and I'm surprised. I'm actually kind of chagrined.
Okay.
I'm a little embarrassed that we've let the coins accumulate, because I don't want to be the coin accumulating guy, but clearly.
Okay, just
someone in this house is the coin.
Let's talk about Middleburg, and then because I need to dig into why. Yes.
All right. If you're a coin person, well, we'll talk about that. But right now, we can talk about the beautiful horse farm at Fox Chase Farm, where they've built the rustic luxury.
I love that term, rustic luxury
of the Middleburg barn, with the it's, I guess, a tongue and groove type of building. I believe it's called. Oh, I had it. I lost it. Tenon, mortise and tenon.
Okay.
Is the technical term for it. In other words, you build the barn the old-fashioned way without nails, And it's got just this beautiful wood, these high ceilings, these rafters, these Swarovski crystal chandeliers.
Swarovski crystal. It's so gorgeous. Every time I look at the website, it's so beautiful. And I mean, if you want to have a wedding, a private party, and it's a really great thing because she's installed all of the cleaning. It's the
what do you call the ultraviolet disinfectant light in the HVAC system. And the place is just so gigantic.
It's so big.
I mean, if you were to pack, in pre-times,
pre-COVID,
you would fit 400 people in there. That's no one ever does that. Most of the weddings are normally 100, right? So
sure.
Maybe 200. So if you got 100,
I've had so many.
If you had a huge wedding with 100 people, you put it in a barn that would hold 4 times as many people, you're going to have a fantastic time.
Yeah. So we would love for you to check them out, give them a call. And the thing is, like, right now you can pre-plan.
Yes, exactly. They got the view of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and in the nicer weather, you just open the sides. It's a barn. You open the sides, and you spill out onto the veranda, and you look, and you're there having your party with the Blue Ridge Mountains and the loveliness.
We will take a field trip there soon.
Yeah, it's 40 miles west of Washington, D.C., Middleburg, Virginia, 25 minutes drive from Dulles Airport, and it's certainly, when we go up to our field trip, I've already been offered multiple places.
Nice.
For us to stay. So, fantastic.
The Middleburg Barn.
And Jerry will drive us, so we just have to relax the whole time. The MiddleburgBarn.com. 540-687-5255.
You just dig such a hole for yourself sometimes.
Well, I'm not going to drive all that distance myself.
I love driving. I would much rather drive than ride.
Well,
always.
But it would make more sense to carpool than take 2 cars.
No, but I'm just saying, like, in a car trip situation, I would much rather drive than ride. Because, one, I can't sleep in cars.
Okay.
I can read, I can color, I can sit on my phone, but I would much rather just drive.
Well, in that scenario, you're talking about interstate driving? Mm-hmm. Okay, how are you in city driving?
Much better. I love it.
You love city driving?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, I thought you were going to be more like Jerry, but maybe you're more like me. When we drive to Washington, for example, I get bored out of my mind on I-81. I can maybe make it for 100 miles before I have to just say I'm done, and then take a break, or maybe 2 hours, whichever comes first. But if we were going downtown and Jerry's like, I don't want to drive in D.C., I'm like, let me have it. Because D.C. is a weird city with the angled roads and the circles and all the different things that they've got.
I got trapped in D.C. when I was 7 months pregnant, and I had to go to the restrooms so badly, and we were trying to find somewhere to park. We were going to a diner, and we were driving all around and all around and all around, and finally I went, stop. And we stopped in the middle of the road, and I got out, and James drove off to park somewhere because I had seen a porta potty right in front of the Washington Monument. So I scuttled myself. They were doing construction at the Washington Monument, and I scuttled myself to that porta potty, and then we walked around the mall for the rest of the day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's nicely done.
But the roads are terrible there.
Yeah.
So circling back
to the coins, where they make the mint. They have a mint in Washington.
So you said the phrase, you don't want to be one of those people who accumulates coins.
For most of my days, I would take whatever loose change I had, and I would put it in a little coin pocket in the jeans, and I would be the guy at the store who would count out all of the coins to use those first. I would start with the smallest denomination and work my way up, and ideally not have to use paper money, or that's worse, isn't it? So I would spend my coins. I would always put the coins back into circulation. I would spend them first, and I would usually have in my car maybe a small scoop dish of coins when you live in a place where there's parking meters. Nowadays, you don't even need that.
No.
So parking meters have gone the way of credit card. Everything's gone the way of debit card, credit card, Apple Pay, blah, blah, blah. I don't need a lot of coins in my life anymore. Plus, I don't get out much. So,
do we need coins at all?
Yes, you need to technically, because if you don't have coins, the businesses will all upcharge you to the nearest, and then they'll say the nearest dollar, but then they'll upcharge you to the nearest 5, because if you don't need coins, why do you need $1 bills?
Right.
So you got to have the coins just for that reason.
Okay.
Well, I noticed that Jerry had a little old bag of coins that had started to overflow, and as we're cleaning up the kitchen island,
there's a lot of coins
for the B-roll shoot. I took the coins and bagged them up, and I need to do this project now. I know you probably already know this answer, but Jerry and I had a disagreement, and I haven't found the answer yet.
Okay.
She said you're going to need to get some paper rolls and roll these coins before the bank will take them. And I said, I'm pretty sure that banks nowadays have machines that will count the coins and sort the coins. And I think they're more likely to trust their machine than to trust my paper wrapping skills.
I don't know that. I know, like, I am not above going to the Coinstar. But the Coinstar makes me mad because they take money from you.
Right, that's a vending machine.
You have to pay a fee, exactly.
You're paying the fee to count the coins. Now, when I go to the bank, am I going to pay the teller to count my coins?
And that was my question: is if you go and you take them unrolled to the bank, or sometimes even rolled to the bank, is there now a fee?
Well, there shouldn't be.
Them out? But you know what? There shouldn't be, but there shouldn't be a lot of things.
Well, that would be distressing. I'm going to call the bank today, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if I wouldn't tip the teller, I used to be a bank teller.
You would tip?
No. I'm thinking you shouldn't tip a bank teller because it's weird.
No.
Because then all of a sudden, any number of things could go wrong.
Oh, God, no.
Right. If someone is handling your money, you don't want to just give them a little extra on the side for handling your money.
Not at the bank.
So, therefore, it should be just part of the job. They get paid to count money.
It has nothing to do with
the bank
the
gets
person.
paid. The bank already gets paid.
It has nothing to do with the person counting the money or the bank, the fact that they already get paid. How many times will banks charge you for things that they should not charge you for?
Well, if I'm I guess what I could do.
I mean, I'm not a bank hater, but I'm not a bank lover.
All right. You see, if I were just asking them to count the money and give it back to me, then they deserve to get paid for that service.
Okay.
But I'm not asking them, which is what Coinstar does. It
just
counts the money for you and then gives you what? Some kind of
it gives you a little
dollars or store credit.
It gives you a little receipt that you take into the store and then they give you that money.
But if I'm taking this money and depositing it in my account, that would be their job to count it.
Yeah.
And they get to hang on. Oh, do you need a tissue?
Nope.
Napkin?
I sneezed into my bra. I'm fine. I got plenty of room.
Have something around.
We do this every time. Every time.
Why can't I ever remember? I remember to put out the Bone Zones cups.
Why can't you ever remember that I just sneezed into my shirt and I'm fine?
Because I think we should have tissues. I think it would be better. There's some kind of anything. No? All right. Reset.
But no, and you're correct. If you took those two, I feel like as someone who is paying a bank to have an account there, if you took 2 big old bags of coins and you sat them on the thing and you're like, I would like to deposit this into my account, it is no longer your responsibility and you should not be charged for that.
Right. Now, I guess I should theoretically know ballpark how much is in the bags.
I would, I would do that.
I mean, I could do that. I guess I could sort them into smaller bags of quarters, dimes, nickels, and such.
I mean, that's what I do. I have a big old soup container.
Okay.
To go soup
tureen?
container. Well, it's like if you ordered soup to go.
Oh.
But it was ramen, so it was like this big plastic doodle-doo. And
all right.
When I clean out my purse, because I have a tendency to just throw coins in the bottom of my purse, and then it becomes
I guess that's
the
what
heaviest.
Jerry must do, yeah.
It becomes the heaviest thing known to man, and so finally I just tip my purse sideways and get all my coins and throw them in a thing. Because I don't use coins. I hate using coins.
Well, I think since the pandemic that coins have been
coin shortage
because people like me and you aren't going anywhere and aren't spending the coins, so they're not getting back into circulation.
Spend them anyway, though.
But take you and magnify it by all the people who used to spend an hour just Uber eating or paying with the app or doing whatever. So you still need coins to count to eventually somehow.
Yeah, almost every gas station I walked into for a while was like, we need coins. And I was like, I've got them in a jar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So I'm thinking I'll take it to the bank. But if they're going to charge me even 1 penny for that service, I will find a way
anxiously await.
I'll go by every week with 4 quarters and say, here's another $1. Please deposit it to my account.
The results on what happens at the bank with the coins.
This is like the most minutia. It's the least important thing in the world.
But you know what? Wait. Bated breath.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
I had to learn how to do that on cue.
Oh, for a show?
I had to teach someone how to
Well, that was super baited.
Yeah.
Why? For acting?
But for an acting class,
yeah.
I had a student that I was getting ready to direct in a show that could not...
Bait their breath?
That could not manufacture a shocked...
Oh.
Yeah. Can you do it?
Did I do okay? I
never
really thought about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get shocked a lot. I'm not a shockable person. But we'll come back tomorrow. Maybe you can shock me. Think of something to shock me tomorrow.
Cattle prod.
That would do it.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for buying our merch. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you.
Well, have a great Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Krisha and Frank Show.
Now I'm holding my breath.
All right, then I'll stop the video. For goodness sakes.